Hey, we were discussing the quarterly projections, and we're curious about your thoughts on the sales strategy. Do you have any insights to share?
Well, it's been a bit challenging for me lately. I've been trying my best to focus on work, but everything feels so overwhelming.
I'm sorry to hear that. But, regarding the sales strategy, what are your specific thoughts on how we can improve our approach?
Honestly, it's hard for me to concentrate right now. I feel like I'm drowning in my own thoughts, and it's affecting everything, including my work.
I understand that personal issues can be difficult, but we need your input on the sales strategy. Can you try to share your thoughts on that?
I know, and I want to contribute, but it's just really hard at the moment. I've been struggling with some personal issues, and it's impacting my ability to focus on work-related matters.
I'm sorry to hear that you're going through a tough time. Maybe we can schedule a follow-up meeting to discuss the sales strategy when you're feeling more up to it.
That would be appreciated. I apologize for not being able to provide more input right now. I'll do my best to get through this and contribute more in the future.
Take the time you need, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need support. We're here for you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I'll try to get back on track soon. Hey, I've been feeling really down lately,
Yeah, I've noticed. What's been going on?
I don't even know where to start. Everything just feels so overwhelming. I can't seem to find joy in anything anymore.
I'm really sorry to hear that. It must be really tough for you. Have you talked to anyone about it?
Not really. I don't want to burden anyone with my problems. Plus, I feel like no one would really understand.
I get that, but it's important to open up to someone. You don't have to go through this alone. I'm here for you, and I care about you.
Thanks for saying that. It means a lot. But, I just don't want to drag you down with my negativity.
You're not dragging me down. Real friends are there for each other, through the good and the bad. And besides, it's not about burdening someone. It's about sharing the load.
I just don't want to be a bother,
You're not a bother. I'd rather you talk to me and let me be here for you than for you to suffer in silence. We all have our struggles, and it's okay to lean on others when we need to.
I appreciate your support, but sometimes it feels like this darkness is never going to lift. I'm just tired.
I understand that it's tough right now. Depression can make everything seem so much harder. But it's temporary, and there are ways to get through it. Have you considered talking to a professional, like a therapist or counselor?
I haven't really thought about it. I guess I just hoped things would get better on their own.
Seeking help doesn't mean you're weak. It takes strength to confront your feelings and work towards a better place. I can help you find someone if you want.
Maybe you're right. I appreciate you being here for me.
Of course, anytime. Let's take it one step at a time, and I'll support you however you need.
Hey, I've been really struggling lately. Everything just feels so heavy,
I'm really sorry to hear that you're feeling this way. It must be incredibly tough. Do you want to talk about it?
I don't even know where to start. It's like this constant weight on my chest, and I can't shake it off.
I can't pretend to fully understand, but I want you to know I'm here for you. Whatever you're comfortable sharing, I'm ready to listen.
It's just that every day feels like a battle. I used to enjoy things, but now it's hard to find any joy in life.
I can imagine that's really tough for you. I care about you, and I want to help. Have you thought about reaching out to someone professionally, like a therapist?
I don't know. I feel like I should be able to handle this on my own, but I can't.
It's okay to ask for help. You're not alone in this, and seeking support doesn't mean you're weak. Sometimes, we all need a little extra help to navigate the tough times.
I just feel like a burden, especially talking about it all the time.
You're not a burden. I'm here because I care about you, and I want to be here for you. Your feelings are valid, and you don't have to carry them alone.
I appreciate that, but it's hard not to feel like I'm dragging everyone down with my problems.
I understand it might feel that way, but remember, we all go through difficult times. You're not alone in facing challenges, and true friends want to support each other.
Thanks for saying that. I just wish I could see some light at the end of this tunnel.
I know it might not seem like it now, but things can get better. It's okay to take small steps and lean on others when you need to. You're stronger than you realize, and I believe in you.
I'll try to keep that in mind. Thanks for being here and listening.
Always, sweetheart. We'll get through this together, one step at a time.
Why does everything feel so heavy? It's like there's this constant weight dragging me down, and I can't shake it off. Depression, you've turned my world upside down. It's funny how you can be surrounded by people and still feel so utterly alone. I used to enjoy the company of others, but now it's like I'm watching life pass by from behind a thick, foggy glass. Depression, you've stolen my motivation. I used to be excited about things, about life. Now, getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain. The simplest tasks become impossible obstacles, and I'm left feeling defeated. I've lost interest in the things I once loved. Hobbies that used to bring me joy now feel like burdens. It's like you've cast a dark shadow over everything good in my life. Relationships have suffered too. I can see the concern in the eyes of my friends and family, but I can't find the words to explain what's happening inside my head. Depression, you've made me withdraw from the people who care about me the most. And work, oh work. I used to be passionate, driven, ambitious. Now, it's a struggle just to meet the basic requirements. I've lost opportunities, and the future seems bleak. Depression, you've cost me my job, my sense of purpose. I used to dream big, but now my dreams feel distant, unattainable. It's like you've taken away my ability to see a future beyond the darkness that surrounds me. But despite all this, I want to believe that things can get better. I want to fight against you, depression. I may not see a way out right now, but maybe, just maybe, with time, support, and a bit of self-compassion, I can find the path towards healing.
Hey there, sweetheart. I've been thinking, how about we take a break from everything and just have a good laugh together?
I don't know, babe. I'm just not in the mood.
I totally get that, and I'm not trying to dismiss how you feel. But sometimes, a good laugh can be like a mini vacation for the soul. What do you say?
I doubt anything can make me laugh right now.
Challenge accepted. Okay, why don't we reminisce about that time we tried to cook a fancy dinner and ended up ordering pizza?
Oh, that was a disaster.
Remember how we tried to follow that complicated recipe, and then the smoke detector went off?
Yeah, and the pizza delivery guy arrived just in time to witness our culinary fiasco.
Exactly. And we ended up having the best time just enjoying pizza on the floor, surrounded by burnt pans.
You have a point. That was a fun night. Maybe a little laughter is what I needed. Thanks for trying, love.
Anytime, sweetheart. Remember, I'm here for you, even if it means resorting to cheesy jokes and pizza memories.
Good afternoon. Thank you for coming in today. How have you been since our last session?
Honestly, not great. I've been feeling even more overwhelmed lately. It's like everything is falling apart, and I don't know how to stop it.
I'm sorry to hear that you're struggling. Can you tell me more about what's been going on? How have your feelings been affecting your daily life?
It's just been hard to get out of bed in the morning. I used to enjoy going to work, but now it feels like a monumental task. And, well, that's part of the problem. I lost my job last week.
I'm really sorry to hear that you're going through such a difficult time, and I appreciate your openness. Losing a job can be a significant stressor. Can you share more about how this came about and how it's been impacting you?
It's all connected to my depression, I think. I've been struggling to concentrate and focus at work. I used to be a high-performing employee, but lately, I've been making mistakes, missing deadlines. My energy levels are so low, and it feels like there's a constant cloud of negativity hanging over me.
It sounds like you've been dealing with a lot, and I appreciate you opening up about your experiences. Have you talked to your employer about what you've been going through? Sometimes, they may be willing to provide support or accommodations.
I thought about it, but I was afraid they wouldn't understand. Plus, I didn't want to be a burden. So, when they called me in to discuss my performance, I just couldn't find the words. Eventually, they decided to let me go.
I'm sorry to hear that it reached that point. It's not uncommon for people with depression to struggle with communication about their feelings, especially in a professional setting. It might be helpful to explore strategies for expressing your needs in the future. Right now, though, let's focus on how you're feeling about losing your job. How has that affected your self-esteem and your outlook on the future?
It's been a blow to my self-esteem, for sure. I feel like I've let everyone down, my family, my colleagues, myself. And thinking about the future just overwhelms me. I can't see a way out of this.
It's completely normal to feel that way, especially in the midst of such a challenging situation. I want you to know that we can work together to explore strategies for managing these feelings and developing a plan for moving forward. It might also be helpful to consider seeking support from friends, family, or support groups.
I appreciate that. I just feel so lost right now.
That's completely understandable. It's okay to feel lost, and it's okay to ask for help. We can work together to navigate through this difficult time. Let's start by discussing some coping strategies and developing a support network to help you through the challenges ahead.
I went to the doctor, poured my heart out about this weight inside me. They listened, nodded sympathetically, prescribed some medication, and suggested therapy. Yet, here I am, still lost in this suffocating fog of depression. It's like I'm on a perpetual roller coaster, with highs that barely register and lows that feel like an endless abyss. The medication helps a bit, but it doesn't magically erase the emptiness. Depression, you're a stubborn companion, clinging on even when I try to shake you off. Therapy is a lifeline, they say. I talk, I dissect my thoughts and emotions, but the root of this darkness remains elusive. It's frustrating. I lay it all bare on the therapist's couch, but the grip of despair tightens its hold. Depression, you've become a master at hiding in the shadows. My relationships are strained. I'm distant, disconnected. Those around me try to understand, but how can they when I don't even understand it myself? Depression, you've turned me into a puzzle, and the pieces seem scattered beyond recognition. Work is a battleground. The doctor said I should take it easy, but the world doesn't stop turning because I am struggling. I've missed deadlines, fallen short of expectations. The guilt is a heavy burden to bear. Depression, you've tainted my professional identity. I wanted to believe that seeking help would be the key to breaking free from your grip. But even with therapy, medication, and the support of those who care, you linger. Depression, you're a relentless foe, and I'm exhausted from this internal war. Maybe it's a lifelong journey, they say. Patience, they advise. But how patient can one be with a constant, uninvited companion? Depression, you've made me question the very essence of who I am. I'm still here, though, holding on to the hope that one day, the light will pierce through the darkness. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but someday. Until then, I'll keep navigating this turbulent sea, hoping for calmer waters on the horizon.
Hey, my friend, what is the problem?
I just don't know what to do anymore. This darkness, this heaviness, it feels like it's consuming me. I went to the doctor, but the medications and therapy only seem to help a little. I feel lost.
I can see that you're really going through a tough time, and I want you to know that I'm here for you. Have you ever considered looking for strength beyond just medical treatment? Sometimes, finding spiritual strength can make a significant difference.
Spiritual strength? I've never really thought about that. I mean, I'm not really a religious person.
It doesn't necessarily have to be about religion. It's more about finding a sense of purpose and connection to something greater than yourself. Sometimes, exploring your spirituality can offer a different kind of support.
I'm willing to try anything at this point. But how does one find spiritual strength?
Well, it could involve practices like meditation, mindfulness, or even spending time in nature. Some people find solace in prayer or engaging in activities that bring a sense of peace. It's about connecting with your inner self and the world around you.
I guess I've been so focused on the medical aspect that I didn't consider this. But will it really make a difference?
It's different for everyone, but for some, finding spiritual strength provides a source of comfort and resilience. It can help you navigate the emotional challenges and find a sense of purpose beyond the symptoms. It's not about replacing medical care, but complementing it with a holistic approach to well-being.
I've tried everything, medications, therapy, but this darkness just won't lift. I don't know where else to turn.
I understand that it's been a challenging journey for you. Maybe it's time to seek spiritual strength from a higher power, from God. There's comfort and guidance in turning to the divine.
I don't know. I've never been a very religious person. How can that help when nothing else has?
Well, sometimes turning to God can provide a sense of hope and purpose beyond what we can comprehend. In times of deep despair, finding solace in spiritual connection can make a profound difference. Have you ever considered seeking the face of God in your struggles?
I'm willing to try anything at this point. But where do I even start?
The Bible is a good place to find wisdom and comfort. Psalm 34, 17-18 says, "The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit."
That does sound comforting. But how do I approach God?
You can start by spending time in prayer, pouring out your heart to Him. Philippians 4, 6-7 encourages us, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." These verses help individuals seeking solace during difficult times. Here are a few. Psalm 42, 11. "Why, my soul, are you downcast? Why so disturbed within me? Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise Him, my Savior and my God." Psalm 23, 4. "Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." Matthew 11:28-30. "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Isaiah 41:10. "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand."
It sounds like a peaceful way to cope. I just don't want to feel like this anymore.
Turning to God doesn't mean giving up on other forms of help. It's about seeking strength from a higher source. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you, I will help you, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand."
I appreciate your guidance. I'll give it a try. Maybe there's something to be found in this spiritual journey.
Remember, seeking God's face is not a sign of weakness but a source of strength and comfort.
You know, honey, I've been noticing something different about you lately. It's like the heaviness that seemed to weigh you down is lifting. Have you been feeling better?
Yeah, you're right. I've been feeling a shift within myself. I met this guy the other day who shared some powerful Bible verses with me. It's been like a spiritual awakening.
Really? What verses did he share? I'd love to hear about it.
Well, one of them was from Psalm 34, 17-18. It goes, "The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit."
That's beautiful. It sounds like those words really resonated with you. How did it make you feel?
Honestly, it was like a light went on inside me. It's hard to describe, but it brought this sense of peace and assurance. Another verse he shared was Matthew 11:28-30, where Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest."
I can see why those verses would be comforting. It's amazing how a spiritual connection can bring about such a positive change. Have you been doing anything differently?
Yeah, I've been spending more time in prayer and reflection. It's like I've rediscovered a sense of purpose and hope. There's this renewed energy that I can't quite explain.
That's wonderful to hear. I've missed seeing you struggle, and it's heartening to know that you are finding strength in your faith. Do you think this spiritual journey is something you want to continue?
Absolutely. It feels like a journey of healing and growth. I want to explore more, maybe even attend some gatherings or events that focus on spiritual well-being.
I'm all for it. If it's helping you, then it's something we can explore together. I'm just glad to see you in a better place.
Thank you for being supportive. Your understanding means the world to me. I'm grateful we can navigate this journey together.
I hope you have realized depression can have a profound and pervasive impact on an individual's sense of happiness and well-being.
Yeah,